Alright, today we're going to learn how to clean the fuser sensor, and the reason we're doing this is because this particular machine, what it's doing is it's printing out the first few pages of a job order, and then after about 10, 15, 20 pages it seems to stop printing, it waits a few minutes, and then it will print out the next couple of pages, and then it stops, it waits a few minutes, almost like it's thinking or processing the job. And really it shouldn't do that unless the file is absolutely enormous. But in this case it's not, it's just a normal job. And so what we're going to do first is pull the fuser out, and that's going to be on the side here. So we're going to spin the machine and open up the duplexer. And then you want to open up this drawer here. And then the fuser has two screws, one on each side. They're silver and flat right there, and then also right here. Once you loosen those, the screws don't actually come out, they just loosen. They're actually permanently attached to the fuser belt, the fuser itself. So once you loosen them, which I've already done, you can just pull the fuser straight out. Set that aside. And now what we have is this plate here, the silver plate, okay? These two holes, it's kind of hard to see, but if you look in there, in both the holes there's a sensor that shoots up at the fuser belt and kind of just tests it and monitors it. So we want to make sure that those are clean and it's not giving any false readings. So this is a super simple process. This little plate is held on by two screws, one on the left side and one on the right side. Okay, you don't have to take those screws completely out, you just have to loosen them enough to where this little button, the bracket comes off the button, and this whole piece will just come right off. It's real simple. So I'm going to take that off and I'll be right back. Alright, so here's the bracket, we have it off, and there's the two sensors that I was talking about that are kind of hidden underneath that plate. And once again, if you look, you got a little sensor there and a little sensor in here. They're kind of at an angle and kind of slightly hard to get to, but what you should do is just take maybe an alcohol wipe or a cloth with a little alcohol or cleaning solution on it. You could probably use Windex if you really wanted to. Just make sure that there's no moisture on the sensor once you're complete. Make sure it's completely dry. So this particular area, especially around the fuser, as you can see, gets really, really dusty. And so that's probably what this problem is. And since you're in here and since you got everything open, you can see down below you have a lot of dust and sometimes there's some debris, paper debris. Make sure you clean that out with some canned air, something like that, or air compressor, or even a mini vacuum if you have it. So just keep this compartment clean, and that should be about it. We're going to put the plate back on after we clean the sensors and put the fuser back in, and we're going to give it a test.